Greetings again, Monsignor Ken here with my good friend Murphy as we continue our journey in our beautiful Catholic faith. The last time we talked about the beautiful holiday of Christmas, Jesus' birthday. But if we think about it, as special and wonderful as that is, that's not the most important season of the year. The most important season is the season of salvation, in which we celebrate what Jesus did for us. And we'll talk more about that season at another time. But today I want to remind us the greatest gift that Jesus gave to us. And that is why, remember way back, I talked that every Christian home, every Catholic home should have a crucifix, because it reminds us of what Jesus did for us. He died for us on the cross, for our sins, for our salvation, for our happiness. And we can never, ever forget that. Jesus died for us. And that can be so big that it's hard to really fully grasp that. Well, let me tell you something that happened to me a number of years ago. There's a town not too far from here, Toms River. Perhaps you've all heard of it. It's only like 25 minutes from here. And there was a new church that was built there. And it was named for a particular saint, St. Maximilian Kolbe. Some of you, maybe moms and dads or grandparents, maybe have heard of St. Maximilian Kolbe. He was a wonderful and a holy priest, dedicated to God, devoutly tried to spread the faith and helped people. Well, unfortunately, he lived in Poland, and at that time there was a great evil that came over the world, the evil of Nazism. And their hearts were filled with hatred, and they took groups of people, particularly the Jewish people, and they killed them. It was terrible what they did. And one of the things they did before they killed them, they brought them all together and put them in what was called concentration camps, which is like a prison. Well, St. Maximilian Kolbe, with all the other people, was brought up and he was kept in prison. And one day, a prisoner escaped. And because of that, in punishment, the leader was going to kill 10 prisoners. And one of them happened to be a wonderful family man. And he was crying because he was going to miss his wife and his kids and his family. And St. Maximilian Kolbe, who was a priest, saw this. And he thought to himself, I'm going to take his place. And so he stepped up and he said, take my life. And that's what St. Maximilian Kolbe did. He gave his life up that that man might live. What a beautiful sacrifice he made. And I share that with you because many years later, when that church named in honor of St. Maximilian Kolbe was dedicated, guess who was there that day? The man that St. Maximilian Kolbe died for. He was actually in that church. He only spoke Polish, and I could see him from a distance, and he spoke through an interpreter. But there was the man. And he was so grateful to St. Maximilian Kolbe because he was there, because St. Maximilian Kolbe gave up his life. Well, guess what? Each and every one of us can say the same thing because we're here. We're forgiven. We're loved because Jesus did the same thing for us. He took our place. He died on the cross for us. How beautiful that is. We must never forget that. And the heart of our Catholic faith is remembering and knowing that Jesus died for me and you out of love. God bless. We'll see you the next time.